What's going on, guys? This is Brandon from Walker's Woodworks again. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of these.
For those of you that don't know what one of these is, it's a joiner sled, or some people call it a straight cut sled. Basically it takes the place of your joiner, and the only tool you'll need to cut a straight edge on a board is your table saw. Started by going to the local home center and getting a 4x8 piece of 3/4 inch plywood and had them cut it down to a 20-inch piece, and then the rest just cut in half so I could fit it in my truck. Then I set my table saw fence to 6 inches. I just wanted to cut 6 inches off that 20-inch board. That way I can take that piece and glue it on top. You'll see what I mean in a minute. If you guys are interested in any of the products I use in this video, I'll put links to everything down in the video description below. I got these screw down clamps on Amazon. They're pretty cheap and work really well for this type of project. Then you take that 6-inch piece you cut off, put it on the bigger piece, and kind of line it up with the edge on the ends, but on the long face you want it to hang over just a little bit. I'll show you why later on. Here I just marked a line for reference, flipped it over, and used some Titebond Quick and Thick on here. This is good glue for this type of project. It dries fast and holds really well. Then you're just going to go ahead and clamp it down. Make sure, like I said, that the top board is overhanging just a little bit past the bottom board. You can use any kind of clamps. I use these Armor Tools self-adjusting clamps. They work really good for this kind of stuff. Sorry for all the background noise. It's actually raining and I have a tin roof in part of my shop, so that's the noise you're hearing. You probably don't have to if you leave it clamped for long enough, but I wanted to get this project underway, so I went ahead and put some screws in the top. I tend to overbuild things too, so it's better to have too much than not enough, right? Once you have it all screwed down, you can go ahead and remove your clamps and move on to the next step. Here's where that overhang comes into play. You want to run that side up against your fence and then make a cut on your sled. However wide you want your sled. I actually didn't probably need it 20 inches because I trimmed it down quite a bit anyway. But the purpose of the overhang is that runs against your fence, and then when you make that cut, it makes the inside of the top board parallel with the outside that you just cut. So then you want to take it and flip it around and adjust your fence just a little bit, and then trim that overhang off flush with the bottom board. Once you've done this, you should always have a straight cut. If you do not do this, you sometimes could end up with a tapered edge. Ask me how I know. Here I'm just measuring out where to put the clamps. I just chose to use 3 on this one. Also, pay no attention to where I'm marking this because it's wrong, and I'll show you that in just a second. However, the process is the same. Just squared it up, screwed it on. Pretty simple. Repeated that process 2 more times, so 2 more I had to fix. I almost cut these out of the video, but I thought they were cool shots, and I just wanted to show you that everyone makes mistakes. Can you already see why they're in the wrong spot? I should have caught this, but I was in a hurry. And there it is. Can't really hold things down very well if it's not hanging over the edge, so I'm just going to go ahead and move it up closer to the edge, and then we should be good to go. Now you'll kind of see how it works. So I just got this piece of scrap walnut that was not straight on either side, clamped it down in the jig, and then ran it through the saw to get one straight edge. So at this point you would treat it just like you ran it through a joiner, put the straight edge up against your fence, and square that board up, and then you're ready to build. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you're not, and if you'd like to check out another one of my videos, I got one queued up for you right here. You guys have a good one. See you next time.